Hey friends, it's Kristi. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I want to talk about a book that I just recently read. It was called Millionaire Mind, and it was awesome. So I wanted to share a couple of my favorite takeaways because the mindset in this book was really what was the focus for me and my big takeaways. So let's go. The mindset was a positive way of thinking and a belief in oneself. And I'm telling you, mindset is 80% of it all, right? Another thing is the personality types was a place of honesty and a regimen of discipline. And also these millionaires had really great social skills. So I think that if you're able to connect really well with somebody and they see empathy and connection, you'll probably do better in life. Another thing that was really interesting to me was that a lot of these millionaires didn't have upper education. So it was not necessarily a requirement of becoming a millionaire, but it was more about carving your own path and making your own way. A lot of these guys and gals didn't really do super great in high school, and a lot of them don't have greater than a high school diploma, but they were able to charge forward with their own creation and their own space, basically blazing their own path. So finding or even creating a vocation that doesn't feel like work, and then you get so masterful at it that people will pay you well for the skill set and what you bring to the table for them. Another really cool mindset was having a place of courage and tenacity. I love that word, tenacity. So when you see fear or you feel fear, just go charging forward with courage. So courage doesn't mean you're not scared. Courage means you're still taking action in spite of being fearful. So that was a really cool takeaway for me as well. And another thing that stood out to me in this book with the Millionaire Mind was that they were a little bit of a risk taker, which you have to be, right? If you're gonna go out on your own and blaze your own trails. But it was the proactive behavior. That was like kind of that underlying theme in several chapters, is that proactive behavior, getting into action. So what I love about successful people, when I'm really studying successful people and what might make them successful, is that they're not managing their time, they're managing their priorities. And I think that's a really important takeaway, because you're either an example or a warning. So if you're managing your priorities, you're investing your time well. You're probably investing in yourself with intellectual collateral. So you're growing yourself for those things that are important to you and for you in your growth, in your career, in your chosen profession, and in your relationships. And I'm reading this and sharing it with you because 3 in 10 households have a negative net worth. About half of those under the age of 40 don't even have $1,000 in an emergency savings fund. A lot of people are facing retirement age and not even getting close to being able to. And we have over $1 trillion in credit card debt in this country. So we've got to make a change. So why not try to emulate and learn from and be mentored by those people who are making it happen for themselves? They've got millions of dollars, they've got that millionaire mind, and start copying their mindset. So if you're interested in reading a new book, I do recommend Millionaire Mind. It was awesome. Another one that I really like too is Millionaire Next Door. There is an updated version, and there's actually a second book that was written by the son of the author of Millionaire Next Door. And what you'll learn in that is most of the millionaires aren't living in big fancy houses and driving big fancy cars that are usually leveraged through debt, right? Borrowed funds. Most of them are wearing very simple clothing and driving older cars, and they live in a very nice neighborhood and just putting money aside in savings. And that's probably one of those really important things that I'm just gonna keep pounding, right? We've got to get intentional with our money and get money in savings. So anyway, read some books, pour into yourself, get some intellectual collateral flowing through you so it can flow through you. And I'm glad to share another few minutes with you today. Thanks for being here, and it's always great to see you. Until next time, my friends, stay well.